Holi is welcoming of spring and summer. It is also observed to get blessing of God for coming harvest and fertility of the land. Holi, also called Phagu Purnima in Nepali, and is celebrated on the full moon day that falls on the month of Phagun, that is in between February and March. Holi in Nepal starts 1 week before the main day of Holi. There is a tradition of erecting a long bamboo stick covered with pieces of different colored clothes in Basantapur Darbar Square, Kathmandu. In the eve of Holi, the lingo is taken down and cheer is burned. The event is called Chirharan or Holika Danan. Holi then starts. There are various stories behind the Holi celebration. Lord Krishna and Radha. Lord Krishna was repeatedly complaining to his mother Yashoda that all his girlfriends were teasing him, saying black one or Kale, and asked her why was he dark when all of his girlfriends, Gopinis including Radha, were fair. Yashoda gave Krishna different colors and asked him to throw it on Gopinis' faces so they would look dark too. Krishna took colors and threw it on Gopinis. Gopinis were in love with Krishna, so they loved color game and enjoyed it. From that time, Holi has been celebrated. Death of Holika. According to the legend, King Hiranyakashyap was so arrogant and didn't allow people to worship Lord Vishnu. However, Prince Prahlad was a devotee of Vishnu and openly opposed his father. This enraged Hiranyakashyap and ordered his sister Holika to burn the prince on the full moon night. His sister Holika, who was immune to fire, tricked Prahlad and sat him in her lap in the pyre of fire. Since Holika was immune to fire, she thought that the fire will destroy Prahlad, but instead the fire did no harm to Prahlad since he was enchanting Lord Vishnu throughout the time while Holika burned in fire and got ashes. Under the blessing of God Vishnu, Prahlada was unscathed while Holika was burned into ashes. When the prince walked out of fire, people sprinkled him with colorful water to express the praise of goodness and hatred of evil. It is said Holi is the day when Holika died. It is the celebration of her death. Holika Dahan means the end of Holika became holy. People celebrated the end of Holika with colors, so the festival Holika Dahan became later Holi. There is a tradition of making hay Holika and burn it on Holi. Death of Bhutana. It is believed that when it was prophesied that the 8th child of Devika, the sister of Kamsa, will be the reason of Kamsa's death. The evil king tried to kill Lord Krishna many times. On one occasion, he hatched a plot in which he sent Orchrus named Bhutana. In the guise of a woman, Bhutana laced the tip of her breast with poison and breastfed Lord Krishna. Knowing the presence of evil, Lord Krishna sucked her life and brought the ogress to her end. Thus, Holi marks Bhutana's demise and triumph of goodness over wickedness. Krishna and Draupadi. When the Kauravas tried to humiliate Draupadi by pulling her sari, Lord Krishna protected Draupadi by making her sari endless. It is often said that the whole day of Holi acknowledged the compassion of Lord Krishna towards Draupadi. Dundee and Boys. Once in the kingdom of Prithu or Raghu, a horrible ogress named Dundee started giving trouble to children. She was blessed by Lord Shiva that she would not be killed by gods, men, not hurt by any weapons, not affected by heat, cold, snow, or rain. These boons made her almost invincible. However, due to a curse of Lord Shiva, she was not so immune to the pranks and abuse of young boys. The king Raghu was able to arrange some young boys and ask them to do something that should annoy the ogress should leave the kingdom forever. The boys on the days of Fagun Purnima collected woods and put fire on it. They started dancing and speaking crazy. They got a little intoxicated on bhang and chased Dundee to the border of the kingdom by beating drums, making loud noises, shouting obscenities and hurling insults at her, and continued doing this until she left the place forever. It is said the same tradition is continued and people take some bhang in this day, burn fire and dance, play drums and joke around. Holi is celebrated with colors, water, sweets and music. People put color on each other as a token of love. People dance and play music. People in Tarai celebrate Holi the next day from Kathmandu Valley and other hilly regions of Nepal.